It's July 12th. No, yeah, July 12th. Sorry. It's a Saturday morning. It's approximately 7 o'clock in the morning. That's when I usually do these videos. So, anyway, we're going to 2017, near the end, Christmas and New Year's, into 2018. Okay, so there's this young lady trying to get out of the business, and my mother promotes that. She goes, you're saving the girls one at a time, trying to help them and do the right thing. I really don't think that what they're doing is wrong. I think what they're doing is providing a service for people in order to be happy, as long as the people that are getting the service are not doing anything wrong, and they're not doing anything wrong. They're adult individuals trying to have a good time and survive and live. But anyway, my mom met this young lady. I've known her since about 2011, so I've known her about 7 years approximately. And she's got a normal job, what you call a normal job, making a minimum wage, cleaning. And she's also in the massage industry. And she works there 1 day a week. So I guess I'm doing pretty good trying to help her get out of it by at least that. So she's been around me a long time, and she's seen a lot of readings that I did, a lot of little magic and stuff like that. Like, turning the radio on, turning the radio off, to flickering lights and all kinds of stuff like that. She's like, what else can you do? I said, I can do a lot of things. Now, this part that she asked me about before I get into it is about objects. Okay, the tie I wear, the jacket I wear, the shirt I wear. I empower everything that I wear and give it an energy, and it can do things. 90% of the time, I try to be as happy as I can and make other people around me happy. So whatever they're doing in life, they're doing it with a happy thoughts and happiness inside of them. But don't forget, happiness is a fleeting moment. It doesn't last. So you got to remember that happiness every time you get a chance to. And it'll empower everything around you. Not just where you go, everything. But mostly whatever is touching your body, because we have this aura. And the aura encompasses everything that's on our body. Even this ring, anything that I wear, socks, all of it. Now, in the way that I deal with the young ladies that I deal with, we're always singing songs in the car, telling jokes, trying to make things as happy as we can. And they got to notice that and saw it. But that's what this is going to go to. So the young lady wants this gentleman to call her. And it's around near the end of the year of 2017. We're just past Christmas. It's almost New Year's. And she likes him, and, she would like some communication. So I told her, I said, in the car when I was driving her, and I said to her, listen, I can make him call you. She goes, you can really do that? I said, yes, but you got to remember, it'll be just a thought. So when he calls you, he's going to say, I had this odd feeling just to call you. I don't know why. And he will. And so she was working till 11 o'clock. I guess I could say she works in the hospital. I don't think that's wrong to say. She cleans. And I picked her up at 11, dropped her off at 11:30. I told her, you call tonight. And about 12:30, he called. And then she called me. She goes, oh my God, it worked. He called. He said he didn't know why he called me. He said he just had a feeling to call me. I said, yeah, that's the way it works. So you got to understand, he didn't call you for any other reason other than he had that thought. And she goes, that's amazing. We had a great conversation, this and that. So a week goes by, and he doesn't call anymore, and they're not having communications, and she's getting sad and upset. Now, what I've got to do in this situation, because she's asked me again, now we're in 2018, and it's the winter. And there's this one sweater that I really like. It's a hoodie. It's got the picture of a wolf on it, the white wolf or the gray wolf. I can't remember. I can't find it nowadays. But anyway, I like the sweater. I'm pretty sure I still have it. Excuse me for getting off topic there. So I told her, I says, take this with you, and this will make him call again. And so she took the sweater with him. And sure enough, within an hour, he called again. And it was the same idea. I dropped her off at 11. Around 12:30, he called. And she was so happy. And she says, can I keep the sweater for a while? And I says, it will only work a few times. And then it'll run out of battery juice or whatever you want to call it, the energy that it possesses. And sure enough, she used it very frequently. And it did run out of power. And then she's like, oh my God, it doesn't work anymore. Do you have anything else? Now, the young lady is sweet, understanding, and so she took small items out of my vehicle. Now, that's the wrong thing to do because I didn't give it to her. But they were not of any value. She took a pen or something, and I'm looking for my pen to write something down because I'm old school and I write things down. And it worked one day, and then 2 days, it only worked the one time, and it wasn't a good conversation. It wasn't good communications. She started to realize this, and then she told me, she goes, Birdy, I took your pen. And then he called, and we had an argument on the phone. And I said, yes, because when you take something from me that I've not given you, that it will work, but it will work to not your benefit. And then she understood. And I said, sometimes be careful what you wish for. If this issue in this situation with this relationship is not meant to be, then you cannot force it. You have to let life take its course and understand that peoples are all individuals, and whatever they're attracted to, it's what they're attracted to. You cannot make them be attracted to yourself just because you want it. She started to understand. But she did have a relationship with this gentleman. And I was there till it went bad again. Like everything I told her was exactly right. The issue in the situation was she forced it for him to come closer to her. And then he ended up liking her a lot. She ended up liking him a lot. But the relationship did not go good. And well, I can't say you regret anything. That's just awful. She just didn't like it and thought that perhaps the next time she would ask for some help on a certain situation with the relationship, she would try not to use magical powers, which is what she did. So I'm still in contact with this young lady, and she's still working in the hospital cleaning. My mom met her, and she says, you should help her because she's a good person. Can't say names and all that kind of stuff. Pretty sure she'll know who she is. All right. Birdy signing off. I'll see you later.